My Toddler's app, Animals, allows the family to choose from over 40 animals to present to their toddler. The family's voice will spell out the animal's name, and the toddler is invited to touch the animal to hear its sound. So this is My Toddler's app, Animals. This is the main page that you'll see when you first start up the app. Like all of our apps, Animals is a combination app, meaning that there's a toddler side, which is what you're looking at once we fill this all in with animals, and then there's the adult side. And the adult side is accessed by two buttons at the top, Setup and Add, and both these buttons have what's called gesture controls programmed onto them, which make it more difficult for the toddler to access the adult side of the app. We have two levels of instructions to access that. If you just touch one of the buttons, a notice comes up with instructions on what to do. In this case, you'd press and hold for a count of 5. On the Add button, if you touch it, it comes up and says you have to tap the button 3 times quickly to add an animal. That's the first level of instructions. The second level, as it states here, press here for instructions. This is the first cell on the table format of this app. And if you press it, it's going to take us to what we call the detail page, and I'm going to let the instructions play out. Welcome to My Toddler's app, Animals. To customize the logo to your toddler, press and hold the Setup button in the top right of the main screen for a count of 5, then follow the instructions. To add an animal, tap the Add button in the top left of the main screen 3 times, then follow those instructions. Enjoy. So that's the graphic and audio instructions, but this is what we call our detail page. And once we've loaded up the main page with animals, when your toddler touches one of those animal cells, it will bring them to this detail page. And on the detail page is what we call the logo, and we're going to customize that to your toddler. And then there's the image section, which the animal that they choose will show up in this image section, and then the animal's name will spell out in this label on the bottom, 1 letter at a time. And it helps the child associate an animal name to the actual animal. And there's one other feature that we'll get to when we add the animals. So let's go back. And the first thing we want to do is set up the logo. So per the instructions, we press and hold the Setup button for a count of 5, let go, and it takes us to the logo setup page. And on this page, it instructs that we have 3 steps to follow. And the first step is to type in your toddler's name. And I'm going to use one of my granddaughter's names, Alice, and you hit enter. The second step is to choose a photo of your toddler. So we're going to go to the photo albums and we'll pick that photo. And if you go down here, you'll see that the representation of the logo is already being modified. Your toddler's name is added and the photo that you've chosen. The last step is to choose the background color, and that's done by moving these text wheels. They're called picker wheels. There's over 20 colors that you can choose from. And we're going to use blue on this one. And then you can choose the text color, and there's over 10 colors that you can choose from, and I think that we're going to use yellow. So we like that, and we're all set. We just push the done button. Brings us back to the main page, and I'm going to touch the instructions one more time so it takes us to the detail page so you can see the logo now customized. Welcome to My Toddler's app, Animals. To customize the logo to your toddler. So we're going to go back now. So that logo is now customized to your toddler, and it will stay that way unless you go back into the setup page and change it. Okay, now we're going to add some animals, and per the instructions you tap the Add button 3 times quickly and it brings you to the Add an Animal page, and there's 2 simple steps to follow. First of all, you can pick the animal that you want to add from over 40 animals that are listed and covered by this picker wheel. So if we choose cat, we push the enter button and then go down to the second step, and it states that you want to record your voice saying the statement below, and the app recognizes that it's been customized for Alice. So all we have to do is push this microphone. Hi Alice, cat is spelled C-A-T, cat. Push the stop. You can play the audio to see if you like it. Hi Alice, cat is spelled C-A-T, cat. And I think that's fine. If you wanted to, you could re-record, and we push the done button. Brings us back to the main page, and now we have another cell, cat. And if we touch on that, hi Alice, cat is spelled C-A-T, cat. So the photo shows up, the name is spelled out, and after your voice finishes, this logo comes up that says touch the animal, and your toddler can touch the animal and hear their sound. And you can do it over and over again. So we're going to go back. I'm going to add one more animal just to make sure we've got that down. 1, 2, 3. This time we'll go way down the bottom. And choose whale. Once again, we record the voice. Hey Alice, whale is spelled W-H-A-L-E, whale. Push the stop button, say done, and now we have whale. And as I said, there's over 40 animals that you can choose from. We'll touch whale. Hey Alice, whale is spelled W-H-A-L-E, whale. Each animal has their own unique sound. So that's about it. One last thing, if you did make a mistake or you wanted to change something, you can touch on one of the cells, slide it to the left, and there's a delete button. You push delete and that's gone. You can go back and change your audio or whatever you want to do with it. Alright, hopefully you'll enjoy.